In the last year, it's unlikely that a single day has passed where you haven't heard news regarding the COVID-19 pandemic. Since March of 2020, the momentous spread of the coronavirus has forced a shift in social norms to an extent where life before the pandemic seems like a fleeting memory. While we could initially only play a defensive role to limit the spread of the virus, we are now equipped with an effective weapon by which to take the offensive and combat the contagion. Regardless of manufacturing company, coronavirus vaccines have been proven to be safe and effective in deterring the virus and promise a swift end to a grueling chapter in human history. Four of my immediate family members work in healthcare, with professions ranging from anesthesia to critical care, where they work firsthand with COVID patients. As a person following a path towards a career in pharmacy, I have researched the coronavirus and its vaccines extensively and would like to urge you all to receive a vaccine when it becomes available. Existing vaccines for the coronavirus have demonstrably shown that they are safe and provide you with a high level of immunity. With a sample size in the many millions, we can now conclusively say that COVID-19 vaccines pose virtually no threat to your well-being. According to the CDC website, which I last checked on March 30th, 2021, there have been 146 million doses of vaccine administered in the United States. Of course, adverse effects have occurred, but experiencing one would be a statistical anomaly. As of January 18, 2021, Tom Shimabukuro from the CDC COVID Vaccine Task Force states that the vaccine adverse event reporting system found there to be 372 non-serious adverse effects per million doses of vaccine delivered. By comparison, a 2019 webpage from the Injury Facts Organization displays data that shows you are more likely to die from choking on food than you are to experience even a minor adverse effect relating to the COVID vaccine. Serious side effects are much rarer, and this improbability of experiencing negative symptoms is a testament to the safety of the COVID vaccine. In addition to being safe, strong data from an astronomical sample size shows that the COVID vaccine is effective. In a March 2021 study published to the CDC's Morbidity and Mortality Weekly Report, Mark Thompson and colleagues followed a team of 4,000 vaccinated healthcare workers to find a 90% effectiveness rate for the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. It doesn't take a mathematician to know that this is a great reduction in the chance of becoming infected. If you could reduce the chance of becoming sick by 90% at virtually no cost to your own well-being, would you not consider doing so? Now that we've seen how the COVID-19 vaccine is both safe and effective, let's examine how becoming the recipient of a vaccine can help prevent the loss of life. Even if you fall into a low-risk category and contraction of COVID-19 isn't something concerning to you, deciding to immunize yourself can help prevent the spread of the disease to more susceptible groups of people. One issue that has complicated the coronavirus pandemic is the virus's high potential to spread to other people. Immunologists and epidemiologists use a number known as the R0 to quantify a virus's ability to spread to other people. The R0 is essentially a number that indicates, on average, how many people a host will infect. If the R0 of a contagion is, say, 1.1, this means that the one carrier will infect 1.1 other people on average. An article posted to the Virginia Department of Health webpage in December 2020 states that the R0 of COVID falls between 2 and 3. Comparatively speaking, the R0 of the flu is only between 1 and 2, meaning that the coronavirus is much more contagious. Deciding to become vaccinated almost certainly prevents you from spreading a potentially deadly disease to between 2 and 3 other people. Because vaccination greatly reduces the chances of your body serving as a medium for transmission, the choice to immunize yourself will help to save lives. COVID-19 can result in serious life-threatening illness, especially in people with pre-existing conditions. Severe illness is far from guaranteed. A November 2020 article published to the Hartford Health webpage states that a South Korean study found asymptomatic cases to be as high as 30%. However, being asymptomatic does not detract from an individual's ability to spread the virus to others. A study completed in February of 2021 titled COVID-19 Clinical Features finds that 15 to 20% of symptomatic cases result in severe illness, especially in people that are elderly or already coping with medical illness. By receiving a COVID-19 vaccination, you all but extinguish the chance of bestowing a serious illness upon a fellow citizen. We've just examined how becoming the recipient of a COVID vaccine can potentially save lives. But now let's take a look at how doing so will expedite a return to normal life. By receiving a COVID vaccine, you catalyze our return to life before the coronavirus. It's a beautiful summer evening in Middle Tennessee, and you've just had a fantastic day on the lake. You and your friends decide you want to dine in at a local Nashville restaurant before parting ways. As you get out of the car, you see an old mask underneath your car seat. You laugh to yourself and throw it away as you enter the restaurant because it's no longer necessary. All is right in the world. For each vaccinated individual, we inch closer towards achieving herd immunity to the coronavirus. Herd immunity occurs when there are enough individuals in a population with immunity to a particular pathogen that it will decline in numbers on its own. With a limited number of acceptable hosts, the pathogen will have trouble finding new people to infect and will thus naturally fade from the population. In February 2021, Holly Gaynor from the University of Alabama in Birmingham states that many experts predict a number around 72% of people needing to become vaccinated or infected to achieve herd immunity to the coronavirus. When this number is reached, SARS-CoV-2 will pose a minimal threat to humans and our social lives can fully resume. Doing your part to help us cross this threshold means life can return to normal sooner rather than later. In conclusion, first I took a look at how coronavirus vaccines are both safe and effective. I next examined how receiving a vaccine can potentially save lives. Finally, I emphasized how becoming the recipient of one can facilitate a return to normal life. Regardless of manufacturing company, coronavirus vaccines have been proven to be safe and effective and promise a swift end to a grueling chapter in human history. The novel coronavirus has caused a long and arduous year for us all, but with the help of a highly effective vaccine, the end is within our grasp. Whether directly or indirectly, this pandemic has forced us all to make sacrifices. Let's make one more sacrifice and become vaccinated to put an end to COVID for good. Thank you.